Hey guys, Nuvaid here with my food and travel diaries. So today we are going to the beautiful city of Khorfakkan for a day trip. It was the National Day Holidays in the UAE and we had a long weekend ahead. No better way to start off than a good road trip. We started off from home at around 10 in the morning. After a short stopover for fuel, we were on our way. From the Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road, we took the Dubai Alain Road exit. And from there the Sharjah Al Daid Road exit. And then the Al Batae Khorfakkan exit. From here on, it was a long winding road with the desert on both the sides. So Khorfakkan is a town on the Gulf of Oman on the east coast of the UAE. It is part of the Emirate of Sharjah and surrounded geographically by the Emirate of Fujairah. It is the second largest city on the east coast after Fujairah city. It is set on the Bay of Khorfakkan, which literally means Creek of Two Jaws. A new road has been opened between Sharjah and Khorfakkan through the rugged Hajar mountains. This road has 5 long tunnels, which reduces the travel time between the two places to just 45 minutes. The Al Roeg tunnel at 1.3 kilometers, Al Ghazir at 900 meters, Al Saha at 300 meters, Al Sakab at 1.3 kilometers, and the longest of the lot, Al Multaka at 2.7 kilometers. The total construction cost of the project is 5.5 billion dirhams. Of course, this is not a single project. It is part of a larger development plan for the entire East Coast. The goal of all the initiatives is to increase the attractiveness of the region to tourists through the development of its infrastructure and the restoration of its historical landmarks. If before, the Hajar Mountains were an insurmountable obstacle to the construction of roads, now modern technologies have helped overcome this barrier. So after a 1 hour and 45 minute beautiful ride from Dubai, we finally reached Khorfakkan. The Hajar Mountains, literally meaning rock mountains, welcome us. Our first stop is the Khorfakkan Beach and Corniche in the middle of the city. It was the National Day Holidays, so getting parking was quite difficult. Luckily, we found a spot soon enough. A board gave us the general instructions on safety, hygiene, cleanliness and other things. The beach is one of the major tourist attractions in the city of Khorfakkan. There are purpose-built playgrounds for children over here, and these grounds are filled with palm trees and other big trees, which help families to relax while their kids frolic around. The beach itself is very large, flanked by the Rocky Mountains. Khorfakkan Beach has a thriving coral reef, which is a testament to the government's conservation efforts. The Khorfakkan Container Terminal, which can be seen from the beach, is the only natural deep sea port in the region. There are a variety of activities to try out at Khorfakkan Beach. The many small islands in the region make it ideal for diving, snorkeling, and other water activities. From the beach, you can also rent a small boat to get to the different islands. There are several places where you can snorkel and dive in Khorfakkan, and there are many registered companies that offer you such tours and activities. Some of the best places to try water sports in Khorfakkan are Shark Island, Bibiya Island, Coral Gardens, Anemone Gardens, and the famous car cemetery. Another enjoyable thing to do over here is parasailing. At the Khorfakkan Beach, you can have an experience of a lifetime at a very reasonable price. Look at that beautiful turquoise water. What a sight for sore eyes. This teaches us why we should keep our nature clean. We keep the earth clean and get rewarded with such beautiful natural wonders. Time spent here was truly relaxing. We then moved on to our next place, the Bibiya Mosque. The Bibiya Mosque, though just a few kilometers away from the Khorfakkan Beach, actually lies in the emirate of Fujairah. It is one of the oldest known mosques in the country. The mosque date of construction is uncertain. The mud and stone built structure uses no wood, and hence radiocarbon dating is not possible. It is believed to have been built in the 15th century, and a 1997 study done in tandem with the University of Sydney puts the date of construction to about 1446 AD. The mosque continues to host daily prayers, but unfortunately due to the COVID pandemic, it is closed to tourists now. Being in the presence of such a historical monument, we felt really humble. It was about 1:30 in the afternoon and we were really hungry. So we decided to check out the Khorfakkan restaurant. Click on the link above to check the detailed restaurant review. After a fabulous lunch, we decided to check out the old Souk in Khorfakkan. The old Souk, like its name suggests, was an old marketplace in the city of Khorfakkan. A restored market now stands in place of the old Souk. While the restored new Souk has newer buildings and facilities, it still holds the charm of an old Middle Eastern market. Because it was afternoon when we reached there, most of the shops were shut. So we decided to do a drive-through rather than stop and check everything. And we decided to move on to our next destination. The Rabi Tower. The Rabi Tower was an important part of the defense network in Khorfakkan. It is located between two other towers, the Adwani Tower and the watchtower at Al-Miksar. The various lookout posts across the town would send warnings to each other by gunshots. The Rabi Tower was first constructed in 1915 and has since been restored. The view from the park where the tower stands stretches out over the whole valley and out to the sea. With the plains meeting the mountains and the mountains running into the sea, this view is to die for. After seeing the sea and the mountains, we had to see something in between. A dam. Our next destination, the Al Rafisa Dam in Sharjah. The Rafisa Dam is on the new Sharjah Khorfakkan highway, and it is one of the most beautiful spots I've visited in the UAE. Originally built in the 1980s, the dam has had an upgrade with a new visitor center and rest areas. Visitors can enjoy the serene pleasures of the area, where a large clear lake with boating facilities is overlooked by the magnificent Hajar mountain. The scenery is unmatched, with the sandstone mountain range looming over the pure azure reservoir, with its accompanying tranquil green landscape, perfect for nature lovers and outdoor enthusiasts. There is a rest area, a mosque, outdoor play areas for children, a supermarket, and even a restaurant with a lake view. The Rafisa Dam dams the Wadi Shiz, which is a seasonal waterway in the Hajar mountains close to the village. There are many water activities like boating, kayaking, etc. that can be done over here. We then moved on to our last destination for the day, the newly opened Shiz Park in Sharjah. Due to the holidays, the place was chock-a-block with people and we didn't get parking inside. The park is one of the prominent projects that encourage ecotourism in the region. It is a new attraction for the UAE residents and tourists to enjoy during these winter months. Built in just 8 months, the park was inaugurated in October of this year. It is spread over an area of 11,362 square meters and even has a 25-meter artificial waterfall. This man-made waterfall, which cascades into a small, pretty lake, is a beautiful addition to the park and makes for some awesome pictures. The Shiz Park also features 506 meters of mountain walkways and paths that visitors can climb and traverse. There are 3 levels of mountain terraces which leads to the main viewing deck, from where you can enjoy stunning views of the park and the surrounding areas. The park also has shaded seating areas for families and friends to enjoy a fun outdoor picnic. There are also beautiful lawns and landscaping, making it a perfect spot for a relaxing walk during the cooler months. There is a designated barbecue area at the Shiz Park. However, bear in mind, the barbecue pits are limited and can get quite busy during the weekends. The shaded seating area surrounds a large covered play area for the little kids. Children will love the slides, swings, seesaws and more at the Shiz Park, Sharjah. After the day's adventures, we were going back home when we decided to take a small detour into Oman. So this is Madha. It is Omani territory enclaved within the UAE. This territory is the only place between UAE and Oman which does not have a border crossing and is not lined with any barriers. The place is lined with stalls selling many fast food items. And people throng in numbers over here, as can be seen by the cars parked, to taste the delicious food. The main food of choice over here is masha cake. Masha cake is skewered meat, any type of meat, on charcoal, served with a very tasty sauce. This place is very popular, as can be seen by the people streaming in to taste the food. So you can get grilled chicken, mutton chops, sausages, shrimp and squid rings. We ordered the chicken and sausage masha cake. Our plate is getting served and you can see that beautiful sauce being poured over the masha cake. And here's our plate. The meat was well cooked, juicy, and that sauce, oh my god. It was tangy, spicy, and complemented the meat so well. At just 3 dirhams per skewer, this is probably the cheapest and tastiest grill I've ever had. With filled stomachs and happy hearts, we drove back home. Great memories etched in our minds forever. And that's the video, guys. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.